Stephanie Everett, and I'm pretty excited today. I'm going to be sharing with you my living room refresh. It's all done. We're almost ready for the big day coming up in about 10 days from now. We have a wedding of our youngest daughter coming up. And I've been really had this creative idea for refreshing the living room based on, of all things, a plate that I saw in Walmart, which of course was from the Pioneer Woman. And I'm going to share that whole idea concept with you. And then I'll just show you how I was able to work it out in the room and get it all ready for the coming exciting days. So I hope you enjoy this living room refresh with me. Now this is the Sweet Romance Blossoms plate by the Pioneer Woman German, and behind it is a gray gingham plate. And this is the jump off point for the entire room refresh. When I saw those two patterns together, I already knew that I had a gray and cream slipcover that works with my couch. So I thought that would be a great basis to start the whole room refresh with. And then of course, Pioneer Woman always has coordinating tablecloths, table runners, things like that go with her plate patterns. So I was able to get a few tablecloths in the Sweet Romance Blossoms pattern as well and use those over the existing gray and cream check pattern. To this idea, I had already started collecting the Adams China version of the Currier and Ives pattern, beautiful gray multicolored antique plates that were produced in the 1920s. And I wanted to kind of work those plates into my room refresh and especially into my feature wall. So I wanted to see how I could use those two patterns and put them together to kind of really create a unique look. Now I'm going to share with you a little secret, and this is how I take tablecloths and turn them into all kinds of things. Slip covers, curtain panels, everything like this. I have in front of me a tablecloth that I purchased several years ago at Hobby Lobby. They were having a big gingham push in the spring. I waited until they were on the 90% off rack. I just looked at the slip when I pulled it out of the container or the packaging. It was $29.99. That means it was $2.99 when I purchased it. And I knew when I bought it, I might need it for a slip cover or a curtain or something. And so all I'm doing is I'm making a very simple rod pocket at the very top. This is going to take me one stitch down one side of the tablecloth, and I will have one panel, and it'll be a nice fluffy panel for my living room window. So it's a simple way to do something. And the neat thing, as I iron here, the neat thing about gingham, this is just something I found, because it's a plaid pattern and it's got lines and squares, it's pretty easy to line up even when you're ironing it, just to make one simple rod pocket. And it'll take me just a few minutes here, and I'll have two curtain panels that I can dress the room up with. So I'm going to iron the rest of the tablecloth just so that it looks nice once we get it up there. But what a simple and easy project. So simple. It takes you 5 minutes, if that. It'll take me longer to iron it than to sew it. So now we're tackling the curtain panels that I made from a tablecloth. Super simple. If you remember, we ironed in this rod pocket, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing as I did with the valance. I'm just going to take 2 turns down. For this one, honestly, because it's not going to be seen, I could probably just do 1 pass and get away with it. I just like to put 2 in just to keep it looking tidy. But here we go. Now, I wanted to share with you what I'm going to do with the topper, and that would be the valance. for this window treatment. And I am using the Pioneer Woman, and this is the Sweet Blossom pattern. And all I did was I purchased a table runner at Walmart. Okay, because it's where you can get the Pioneer Woman stuff. So it's a table runner. A table runner is basically a valance in waiting. All I did, and all I'm going to do, is I'm going to run 2 stitches. I took a seam ripper and I opened up a little pocket between the front and the back of this already pre-made table runner. They did all the work. All I have to do is run a stitch right here and run a stitch right here, the length of the table runner, and I'll automatically have a rod pocket for my valance. So that's just as simple could be, but I knew I wanted that pattern framing out the window at the top. So now we are going to take the table runner that we purchased from Walmart. It's in the beautiful Sweet Romance, I think that's what it is. It might be Sweet Blossom. I'll check it. Pattern by Reed Drummond. And all I'm going to do, as I said before, I opened up a little hole on the one end. I'm going to take 2 passes. We're going to take the old tags off. It's going to be a pass at the bottom for the bottom of the rod pocket, and a pass at the top for the top rod pocket. I think I'm going to do the bottom one first and just come down about 4 inches. I can kind of measure it here on my sewing machine, but it'll make an instant valance. It's such an easy way to do things. And I like to save time just as much as anybody, but especially when doing curtains or something that's time consuming. If I can make it simpler, I will do it. So first pass is just the bottom edge, and I already have a guide over here that I put a little sticker one time for a 4-inch rod pocket. So I'm already set. So this should be a breeze. Now the last thing that I'm going to put together for this summer decor look is a little pillow cover. And this is something I'm going to make out of a Pioneer Woman placemat. Okay, again, I opened up one side of it completely, and I am going to put a just a pillow form. And I have pillow forms for other projects that I've done. I'm going to go ahead and open this the whole way, and all we're going to do is sew some ribbons so that when the pillow form is in there, I'll open this the whole way up, and I noticed it had a little plastic piece from Walmart in it. I'm going to put these ribbons on the edges, and they will just tie it together. So there'll be 2 on each side. I'm going to just hem it down the side with the ribbons. I'll go on the back side first. So this will be the back side of the pillow form. I'll add the ribbons to it. I'm just going to repost that little seam in there, if you see it, that I've opened up. And then the pillow form will stuff right in there. And it's removable, and then I can use the pillow forms for other pillow forms that I've made. And then these will stack away, and I don't have to store the pillows. That's amazing. So here is the finished pillow. I think it's pretty cute. It's going to combine the 2 designs, the beautiful Pioneer Woman fabric and the gray and cream gingham that we're going for. So I think it's kind of a cool accent pillow. I can throw it on either the couch or one of the other chairs. It'll tie everything together. I just I took out our winter scene that Steve's mother had painted. It's beautiful, and I love to have it up most of the year. I had found this on Facebook Marketplace. It is a gorgeous print. I think it is a local artist, and you can see, well, when you get into the details, I'll take a picture of it and show it in a little bit more detail. It is a picture of Altoona Station. It looks turn of the century. Of course, it has a steam engine, which is a lot of the history around here. And then really quickly, if you can look here, and I'll try to get a close-up of both of these things. The one plate that I did hang from the Courier and Ives collection over nearest to the train is a steam engine. So let me get a little closer look at both of those. And again, I just love anything historical, anything I can add that has a story behind it and life. And I love my Stephen Foster Memorial Plate. All of those things. To me, this is all part of where we all came from. Now, we're going to finish off this little redecorating project where it began. And that's with the beautiful Reed Drummond Sweet Romance Blossoms plate. I finally got the name right. And the gorgeous gingham that matches. And I'm just gonna put these two here. We'll flank it on the other side with another set. And to this, I'm also going to add, I did get one more table runner while I was at Walmart this week. And this one looks amazing. I'm very impressed with, this is gonna kind of finish off the whole look. Here's that other set of dishes. And in the middle of all of that, I'm going to place the bowl that I found that also matches this same pattern. I think it looks really, really pretty. We'll tie it all together, but that would be great if we need to throw keys or something like that. It's the perfect place to collect maybe sunglasses. That would be a good thing to put there. But here's how the credenza looks. I'm thrilled with how that looks with these plates. And remember, that was our jump off point. So here's a final look. Here again is our credenza area, and I found that table runner that matches the Sweet Romance Blossoms from the Pioneer Woman, and then the coordinating gingham. And of course, this was our jump off point. When I saw these two plates on the shelf from Walmart, I just thought they were a beautiful combination in terms of the color. And I think that is totally evidenced when you look at this side of the room and you see the couch with the gray and white gingham slipcover, and then over top of that is again that Sweet Romance Blossom fabric, and all that is just a tablecloth that I put over top of it and underneath the seat cushions. Then I added a few little accent pillows that I've been keeping in the cellar in a closet forever. I found the turquoise ones with the little mandalas, if that's how you say that, I'm not sure, at a yard sale for $10. I've had the yellow ones for a while. I think a clearance item at TJ Maxx. The center pillow I purchased at Kohl's years ago, kind of waiting for the right project. But what I love about this is the entire look. When you step back and you see, of course, the coordinating lamp shades in that aqua color. And then when you take a look with the window treatment, I just think that is glorious. And finally, we have our feature wall all updated and refreshed for summer. Some more floral prints that we see, and of course, highlighting and featuring that new collection I have of the Courier and Ives plates. And I just sprinkled some other little beautiful floral patterns in there as well, but I'm thrilled with how that turned out. The point of this project is I really want to encourage you to never give up on a project. I really got the initial creative idea for the color pattern in this refresh maybe over a year ago when I was walking through the aisles at Walmart and picked up a little Sweet Romance Blossom plate and a gray gingham plate. I knew that eventually I would get to it. I bought all the things I was going to need to do the project and kind of squirreled them away for a while. And then when I finally had time this summer, it was so easy to put it together. And in my mind, I had already worked everything out. So sometimes you just need a little time to put things together and see what you can do to be super creative. I knew those two colors went well together. I didn't know how great it would look here in the living room until I was finished. So I'm excited about our summertime look. I'm also getting the house all ready. We have a wedding coming up in about 10 days, which is really exciting. So the living room is now ready for guests. If someone comes over or pops in or needs something, we can definitely entertain them, which is good. And so I'm pretty excited about the days to come and how great this room looks as well. Thanks so much for joining me here at the Suburban Chateau, and keep watching for more creative decorating and gardening ideas and a little insight into a positive